Going live.
Can I try not to?
Let's do the pledge of allegiance, people. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, I call this meeting of the Park Board for the town of Haddon to order. Can I get an approval on the meeting minutes from?
Which I sent to the chat. I couldn't get the printer to work.
No, I would just thank you for doing that. Approved, however you want to say it, whatever.
I need a motion to approve the
Motion to
minutes.
approve. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Approve the minutes. Under old business.
I gave everyone one but me.
I can read it on my phone.
I should too. Under old business, the military banners have been hung. Thank you to all who participated. We appreciate the assistance in getting that done. Especially your husband and the boys helped out quite a bit.
Say you got quite a few of my boys out there that day, didn't you?
Yeah, that was a good day for the Hurley crew. Small trees still need to be planted. We have them in a bucket on the porch. I think we need to plant them near the moist areas for now and let them get some roots on them because they're bare roots, and then move them in the fall when it cools down, because these won't survive if we plant them now.
That's what I was
They'll just die.
How many are there?
There's 12.
There's 12.
They're literally like sticks.
We just talked about that. We went to empty the trash part last week or so, and I said, gosh, we are rid of those trees. So if they're literally just sticks, we could probably get that taken care of pretty quickly, right?
That, or we can put them in like, if we take them and wrap them in burlap and put them in like peat moss, or not peat moss, but less fair, you know what I mean, mulch, and let them just sit and keep them moist until we plant them. They'll live and they'll be fine.
Is that an extra step in doing that?
Yeah, it's an extra step in doing that, but if
It's
we
an
plant,
initial step, but we're just planting them.
yes, because if we plant them, they're gonna die. Because they
It's
need,
too hot. It's too hot.
we need to wait until it cools down, and that's not gonna happen until fall. So if we put them in, where the swamp is, put them in there in the mud, they will be okay in the mud until we can get them planted in the place where we want to be. But we just need to keep them moist. And with the rain we've gotten, is the swamp still there, or did it dry out?
And then recently,
I walked the dogs over there, but it's been several weeks, and since Murphy couldn't walk that far for a long time, we haven't been back for a long time, I didn't see much wetness.
Okay.
So I'm not real positive what area that is. But I mean, if
It's over there by the big trees where it's where the track makes the big U-turn.
yeah, I
Oh,
walked back there, that's where I assumed it was. I walked back
It's
there, it's
definitely
been several weeks, and I didn't see a lot of wetness. That's where I assumed it was. But Mark hasn't been able to walk that far for a long, long time, so I
it's
could
too hot for Gandalf to be this last couple of weeks.
So if it's a matter, if you want them stuck in the ground, we could probably do that really quickly. We did that when we got trees from Arbor Day.
But he's worried it's too hot.
It's too hot, but if we're gonna plant them, if we're gonna put them in the ground, we need to put them under the big trees where there's shade for them until.
Or if you'd rather put them in buckets, we can do what you said and wrap them in, or we have a whole thing of topsoil, whatever you think, to keep them.
It would be an extra step, but at least we could keep them alive.
Yeah, but it
I
doesn't
don't
sound
know.
like it'd be that much. of a-
They're not flowering. They're not, there's no flowers on them, so they're dormant. I think, hopefully they're not dead.
Well, if they're that small, we could probably put several of them like in a bucket together.
Yeah.
take a.
We'll put our
how tall
heads-
are they talking?
Huh?
How tall?
They're 6 foot tall.
Oh, 6 foot. You can do one of those big trash bags, dirt, and lay them, and then do the like roll it, so they stay in a layer, and you just kind of like cinnamon roll them, and just let them sit someplace moist.
But we need to keep them moist and in the shade. That's the big thing, is shade.
Probably
Because
be
if we
behind
put it
our
in the sun,
garage.
it'll be like our Christmas tree
Yeah.
that went toast.
Behind our garage shade.
Okay, so, we'll,
There's someone's in, it's actually in the moment, it's in.
sorry.
My whole yard is super sunny and hot, so.
We have shade.
We have shade. That's something we can probably
Okay,
take off your hands and probably try to get,
all right,
like, keep it all.
yeah, I've been keeping water on them, so they've been, like, literally like a small toady type thing.
Okay,
Full
well,
of water.
we'll try
We
to
can do
make a
something
more
like that.
permanent situation of that until fall.
Okay. The next item on the old business is the farmer's market, that was proposed for every other Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Waiting further insurance information. What do you know about that stuff?
I'm waiting to hear back from my insurance company, and Sherry was still waiting to hear back from the town's insurance company. Because there's a possibility if they can't do it, then I'm gonna check out to see how much it would be for the 501c3 insurance wise for just an event versus a year. Because I guess it's been, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? We had the polo event, it was like $300 or $400 for a one-day event. And that's what we paid for our liability insurance for the entire year. So
So if we got insurance
Because-
for 501c for the whole year, it would
because we're
cover.
gonna need it for the festival anyway.
Right, so it would cover everything. That makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense.
And then that can be offset once we start making money for the festival, from festival funds and not really coming from the 501c3.
Right, but if we do it through the,
Be
Your
careful.
It has to be through,
Carefully how it's worded, because this is not a 501(c)(3) meeting, it's a town, park board meeting. And that's a separate patent.
but we're talking separate, because it could be
when we
through the
have the
city or it
farmers,
could be through
when we have the farmers market, the funds are for the park.
the funds of the park.
Yeah, they'll go into the 501(c)(3) account.
Okay.
Because the town said that we had to run the park through the 501(c), because basically they want to
The
get
concession stand and everything, 501c3 buys the products that we
So I was
sell.
gonna ask you that when I
And
saw.
then what we
the
make,
event.
we go back into it.
Okay,
We still need to clean up garage, water heater's hooked up, thank you, to,
Jonas.
Jonas for doing that for us. Andrew from A Plus will be out between 7:13 and 7:15, which is next week, right?
Yes.
That's next-
He said he would, it could be as early as Monday, it depends on how the rest of this week goes for him. That's who the city uses for all our stuff. So he's already got an account set up, the insurance, the all done, so.
So as soon as he hooks that up, then we can get the inspections
Then
done.
I can get that and then scrap away.
Does that have to be done before we get,
Yes.
We can't turn on the water because it's leaking out the side.
It's,
right, well, I didn't know we had to have that before then.
Oh, yeah, they'll want to see that we have the water.
the
Okay,
one that still wanna see the hot and the cold, that.
well, maybe you can just the meeting tomorrow and do that instead, because you probably can't stay up that late for the meeting anyway.
Was that when it was leaking all of our underneath the sink?
No,
Yes.
it's shooting out the side of the literal of the,
I got
the
it.
literal faucet, like the faucet is shooting right.
Yeah. we
I
got it.
actually, oh, I like that.
I was like, if we're doing it, we're gonna do it right.
Jonas said it's got all the hardware, so you don't have to mess around.
Like,
Yeah.
this part, like right here, it is shooting like out that side.
Yeah, they're probably split at the.
It froze out. Probably froze.
Split it out.
Yeah.
Not a big deal,
So
not a big deal,
That's
so.
gonna take that home tonight, and then he'll miss the meeting tomorrow night, we'll do that, okay?
That's why I brought it. He came with a little pair. For us, so it's, so you know, it's got,
Are those cotton?
Yeah, let's see, polish it when you're done.
so you don't smudge.
Yeah.
So you can look like a Japanese technician with your white gloves.
Yeah, that's silly.
And that's not racist, that is how that happens.
And then make sure you have everything you need before you go work.
Very nice build, but, so I think
It's sturdy.
you know,
And then the next snaps go to Lee, the concession stand cleaning's been done. The garage still needs to be organized, and we still need to spray the trail. I was hoping that with it being so hot, that the grass died down a little bit, and we can
But
spray
it
it.
keeps raining.
Well, we gotta have, we need to have, 24 hours without rain when we put down the weed killer.
Yeah.
How much is in the garage that needs organized? What's,
Everything, I mean, basically, it needs to be pulled out and put back in.
there's stuff over to their own side.
The
Yeah,
RC stuff.
And we need to get ahold of the RC people and have them there when we do the garage, so that they can clean up.
I'm sorry, I
That's
didn't
a
hear
smart
part.
possibility.
Who's there?
The RC people, they won't need to be there, we'll just put their stuff over there, I know what's there.
They have a bunch of
So we'll put it there, just to organize those,
We share that, so.
those.
Yes,
Because when we do
schedules.
that, this, when I organized the concession stand, I stuck stuff in that closet that I would like to put out there.
Yeah,
yeah,
we have a cabinet out there, like a utility cabinet, it's almost empty. It's people that get to it.
It's behind
and
their
their stuff that just needs
I love to organize, but
out of there. Yeah,
It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be organized.
yeah,
So you can get in there and find what you need and you're looking for.
and it's gonna be really hot in there too, so.
right, well, right now.
That's like a 6 o'clock at night
Yeah.
with beers and barbecue.
Shades and clouds, you know.
Yeah, it's too hot right now anyway.
So spray the trail was the last thing that we said in, under old business. And then is there any other old business before we move on to new business? Under new business, the sink faucet has arrived, which we just displayed. Dana just displayed it to everybody.
Yeah, covered that, I was gonna take it tomorrow, I did it tomorrow.
Nice, thank you, Jonas.
You're welcome.
He works for Ted. Don't eat yellow stuff.
Or take wooden nickels.
Yeah.
Community event on a Saturday in conjunction with the Hometown Festival Committee. I don't know anything about this.
So I was gonna bring this up, and I didn't wanna bring it up on this Facebook thing, because Lauren started this out as a party at her house, and then we kind of like hijacked it and moved it to the park. Is it bad to say, if we can get the concession stand open, can we turn this into a thing that we can sell stuff at the concession stand and make money?
Well, we can do that. What we did in the past with the concession stand was they did a biscuits and gravy.
Well,
Well, no, this is gonna be a
this
nice party, a
is,
community party.
Oh,
it started out as something, she wanted to do like a kitchen barbecue in her backyard.
Yes.
Just kind of invite everyone,
She wanted to have a party in her backyard.
for the community, and just invite anyone that wants to come, their dogs, their kids, and, you know.
And then Brad goes, oh, she said, mi casa. And then I think Scott goes, can we have it at the park? And Brad goes, can we have it under the mural?
I got the Mikasa part, because I was like, Brad, he's just kind of like,
Yeah, and I didn't say anything.
I don't think she hated the idea of moving.
No,
to the
she,
park.
right. So then I was thinking, she said, bring a sign, bring your own drinks, and we're having a cornhole tournament, it's gonna be in the evening. And I thought, it would be a good opportunity to make some money if we open the concession stand, but I don't wanna take away from a community get together.
That would be my idea.
But what if we only sold like ice cream or something, like if,
we could do
I was thinking
popcorn
maybe
and soda.
doing like a main meat, like, where people were bringing their own sides and stuff, but
it's not a bad idea, like maybe and ice cream, like maybe and dessert.
If we bought those little things that have strawberry and chocolate, the little cups, and did those for like $1? Or
Well, I mean, we
whatever
could
we
even do like bigger ice cream, if you guys get food out freezer, we could use freezer.
Well, let's talk about, let's broach that tomorrow with them and see.
Well, I just didn't wanna step on our toes. and bring that up, so
Exactly, and
Because I
she's
think
gonna,
It's a great idea.
It is.
I still wanna call it party in the park, cause I want to get that maybe come back.
and part of me is like, because I love to make money.
Well, we just need money.
But part of me is also like, maybe if we did something that's just totally, there's no financing around it at all, it's just, the only thing would be out is, toilet paper and paper towels,
Because we would have to open the bathrooms and,
Yes.
and use that, so that would put us out money.
Yeah.
So that is kind of.
But also, realistically, how many people are there? I would love
Well,
that.
I would hope that a lot would show, and then we were also gonna talk about having something at the park for a back to school thing, and
Mhm.
yeah, that was kind of open.
When does the school, when do the
They go back
children
to
go back to
school.
school?
And Linda said that she had talked to you that they couldn't do the backpack thing because they do it at the school.
Yeah, she said they're doing something
Right.
with the school.
So I almost thought, well, what if we combined the two and did a sport gun party, or what if we did it another time? Or we could still do a movie night if we get packet inspection done.
I was pretty sure we were going to have to do the back to school thing like the 1st or 2nd of August, because I want to say public schools start back.
They start early, yeah. She homeschools, I don't have any kids, so.
Because that was August 15th, right?
There's only 2 left.
No, August 15th to cook the
The
gathering, yeah. So I think school goes back before that.
Yeah, which I mean, you can do a like, hey, congrats, you're back at school.
Yeah. And I did Google like sport gun parties and how to get food going in there and.
I think the fall
Yeah, well, I
party
didn't think it
would be
like works that well, but people were doing it,
Yeah,
put that $300 in, it's got the fall party.
Yeah. Home parties expensive, if you just rent it. I think moving money ahead, like if we're gonna have for next year, that's a whole, be a fun thing. We-
everybody's starting
We
to
just
do
need to
the phone
buy
thing. Yeah, we have to buy, everybody's starting to do the phone thing, and bounce houses are
It
gonna go
won't-
away.
It won't be as big and project this, but we don't need that. We don't need one that projects 50 feet away,
Or make it like two
Yeah.
eventually, and put one at two ends. and-
Exactly. We'll walk before we run, get one, and then if it's a hit, people are using it, then we'll know.
We went to Pittsburgh to their festival on Saturday, it was so disgustingly hot.
Yep, that's why
we didn't-
that's why we didn't go
We
back.
did last year, you passed out.
We didn't stay very long, but the only people that were staying, they had a big foam machine, and I honestly thought about going over there because it was, that's the only people that were staying was the kids and and it was.
And the worst part about that is there's zero shade anywhere around it.
Anywhere,
No shade.
anywhere.
And we were set up on that pavement, and they didn't do like a block off to where, the vendors could leave at a certain time, so we were stuck there until after the fireworks, and had to tear down the dirt, they wouldn't even know she's a flashlight to tear
Well,
down.
it's a really cute little town, everybody was there, was so nice, but we took one of the dogs, and we weren't there very long at all. We started walking, he was ducking into the tents and under the table, he was so hot.
Trying to get to the shade.
He ended up carrying him because he was afraid he was burning his feet. They had wonderful baskets to bid on, which I won't take up too much time because we need to talk about that tomorrow night at the festival. But you had to be there to win.
Yeah.
It was 3:30 in the afternoon. We're gonna stay there at 1:30 at night.
Yeah.
Not one inch shade.
And no one's gonna do that, no one's gonna.
But the phone thing was an absolute hit, so,
Yeah.
I mean, if we did that at the park for either one of these festivals, but once again, we're not looking at any money.
Will they let you put up a tent in the parking lot? And you have to put a tent in the parking lot with the chairs at that kind of event? Where the people sat,
I don't know.
so that you had some shade?
Oh, they did last year, 4th of July, people were bringing their own canopies and setting them
Oh,
up.
I don't know what it was, but we were there early
But-
that day.
But you're on pavement, so it's just,
It was
it's
hot.
radiating heat.
Yeah,
We took a generator and a fan last year, and we were just miserable.
It was hot.
And by the time we got out there, my sister was like, oh, no.
And the generator only lasted 8 hours, and we were there more than 8 hours.
yeah.
It was horrible.
But if we're talking about doing something this summer for us to raise money, if we went ahead and got the phone thing, and we did have a squirt gun party, I think that if we had a phone thing, all the kids are gonna be in that and not have a squirt gun fight. I think they would be.
That would be fun because we have so many littles now, that the majority of the children in town are less than 10 now.
Like a time, you know, with the little ones in there and then blow a whistle and.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, can you, for a phone party, can you put like dye in the foam and just to make that fun?
I know they have some that it.
Non-staining,
They have some that it
Or
that
staining
glows in the
over
dark.
white shirts?
They do have glow in the dark for
Mhm. But that might be
them.
in the squirt, I don't know, the squirt guns is fun, that kind of too, everybody has squirt guns, we could talk about that, but this is something we need to get on the
We would
books.
have, if we get that from Depot, like the one I was looking at, we could get the machine and enough fun to get us going for quite a while, you know, probably several events.
Do we have money, I have no idea how much money we have.
For $400 or so. We do,
That's not touching the Stacy's
We'll
money.
talk about that, no. But
We
can talk
have, we
about
still
that.
have no food or drinks in the concession stand, we have to buy food and drinks.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would love to, we can't buy a ton because we're not gonna have an opportunity to open it a lot this summer, because we're getting a late start. But I would love to get it open and make a little money just to pad our coffers, but
Exactly.
if we could squeeze in a movie night and open the concession stand, if we could do a phone party or a squirt gun party and open the concession stand, I wanna step on feet and open it during the community thing, but if we could and make a little money, I mean, the park doesn't get any money, it's just anything we can do to make money.
What if we opened it and did like women checkouts?
But we could also go
Those would
to,
be pretty easy. We wouldn't have a lot of expenditure now. People love them and like $5 for a women checkout, which is like half of what they are every place else.
yes.
we could always go to Jamestown and see if we could get a grant from Jamestown.
That takes
That takes a while.
and we don't want to hit them up for a lot, we need them for like the major things.
Right, but it is already almost the middle of July, so we need to get something on the calendar, assuming we're gonna pass our health inspection, we'll just assume it,
Yeah.
and so we need to get it on the books so we can get it advertised.
I kind of like the idea of shake-ups. We can get a case of lemons pretty cheap.
Yeah, that'd be cheap.
And
So what do you-
we can get a few flavorings to do like a raspberry shake-up or
Are you
strawberry.
talking for the community event?
Yeah, during the community event. That way we're not taking away from the food that people are just pitching in and doing. It's something totally that if
Well,
people
what
want to
if-
buy it, they
what
can,
if
but
she
it's not like
advertised-
something they feel like they have to.
What does she advertise it for? Because she said bring a side, she said she's gonna provide the meat.
I think she's gonna do.
I think she did, I just remembered that.
Lauren, McNamara, it's McNamara, right?
I don't know her, but she sent me a friend request.
She does the flowers in front of the.
Hold on, Lauren,
Oops. She's in our coaching group.
go. Yeah, McNamara, okay.
She's got a couple of littles and.
So
she
she
was
just
like,
said,
flowers.
this is what she's wanting to do. Bring your favorite summer dish, bring your own drinks, bring your lawn chairs. We have a cornhole tournament. See, on this little banner she made, she didn't say supplying the meat, but I do believe that she had said that originally.
Who's that, Mrs. Java?
No,
No,
Lauren, that's, involved with the festival. Sam's mom. You won't remember her, but you'll remember the kid.
I remember revenge dogs. I'm trying to see if she said she was gonna, because if she wasn't gonna do the meat, we could do hot dogs. But she's gonna, we can talk about it tomorrow, she'll be
Yeah.
here tomorrow, but, so yeah, we could do lemon shake-ups and possibly ice cream, but I mean, if we did have the freezer, we could, I mean, little cup ice creams would be good, but we could also buy bigger ice cream on a stick, I mean, like, even, you know, like, I'm just picturing this in French bars on a stick, or I haven't had ice cream in years, or kids are growing. Dilly bars, or something like that, that you could sell for a couple
I
bucks.
just get a deal for one of
Well, this,
the Dairy Queens or something
do you think they'd be more expensive though? I mean,
It depends, because sometimes you see those Dairy Queens, it's like buy 12, get 24 free.
really?
Yeah, all the time in the Indianapolis ones.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you tell them that you're doing it for, a fundraiser for a town park. They might buy into it and
I'll call
try the Dairy Queen in, Lebanon, and,
them.
or
I
try
was gonna
the,
say Thorntown or Lebanon, Dilly Park Fountain.
or try the,
What about
Paradise.
Liston? What
no,
about
not Ice Cream Paradise,
What about the Liston?
Listens,
You think the dairy bar?
Dairy Bar,
I mean, you could try,
because they have dilly bars there.
No, I just,
Why would you say not the Ice Cream Paradise are locally owned?
okay, I'll call some places.
And they donated stuff for Easter egg hunt, that's why I was thinking, you know.
Who did, the Ice Cream Paradise?
Ice Cream Paradise.
Okay, I'll call some places, but, so that's the 15th.
That's where it got sick.
So that's the 15th, that's, 8/15. So we need to also consider, the back to school, either fun party or squirt gun party. Which direction do we wanna go?
If you guys are talking about buying a machine that you'll be able to use for more things, like in the long run, that sounds more cost efficient.
Well, we could tell them we'll have a fun party and bring chickens.
Yeah.
We just have to table a lot of talk on the phone, because anything that goes to the 501c3, we can't talk about here. We could, that needs to be ran through the 501c3,
It has to be tabled and taken to a different meeting.
but
Okay,
they're
now,
they're very.
right. I'm just talking about having a party at the park
Yeah,
for a back to school event and opening the concession stand.
So I think originally we talked Saturday, August 1st.
Okay. So, and water and
Said
thirty,
to Linda.
that gives us a little, about 3 weeks to get that out there.
how,
Well, it's already,
Calendar's right here.
yes, August 1st. Yeah, it goes as, yeah, that's what I had, it's right there on my calendar. So, we could experiment with the ice cream at that party, and if we don't sell it, we'd have it at the next party.
Yeah.
But we will need the freezer.
Do some practice lemon shake-ups.
I thought we had a freezer in the,
we do, we just got a bunch of stuff.
It's filled all the way up. So we could advertise it as a back to school in the summer, foam and water gun party.
Yeah.
And, we could, if you want, Scott, we could try well, I don't know, we're burn out the lemon shake-ups or making them I don't know, do you wanna try the both things?
Hmm,
We can, I mean, I don't know that people would.
If you not get, if it's mostly kids that show up at that, they're not gonna carry a lot of cash on them.
Well, that's true.
the, just kids, I mean, the kids are gonna be there with parents and stuff.
Do we only take cash at the concession stand?
Yes.
We normally take cash. I usually have my,
Square?
PayPal available for people that have me cash out, and that way, then I could cash it out.
Can we get
put the money
a,
back in.
we can't get a Square, Venmo, things like that?
No, because the park has, well, that's all changed because we have to go through the 501c account and have that linked in with that, with the,
And then you have the county regulations and all kinds of different things that go with that.
I don't know, I have to investigate it, see how that would work.
Okay. Okay.
Most
That's
people
something-
don't use it, there's a few of the teenagers that are like, can I cash out this? And I'm like, yeah, go ahead and cash out it.
And they
cash out
pay
it.
you and then you put it in? Okay.
And that's worked for a little bit. Actually, that's how I redid I have a personal and a business PayPal. I use the personal one, attached it to the park, and that's how we did the vendor fees.
Okay.
I only had like 200 in checks.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be there, people don't have cash, because I just don't know how to get the carry the cash anymore, then if we're there, they can Venmo me and I can put it in later, so.
Oh, we have a cash box, we pay cash.
Well, I'm just saying, if they don't have cash.
Oh, yeah,
I can have people Venmo me and I can put it in later.
yeah.
So, because I don't have cash out.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so we can, do you want me to work on a flyer advertisement thing for the phone party thingy and,
Yeah.
okay,
And then when we're done in this meeting, we'll,
we need to schedule a sidewalk.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that offline.
yes.
Okay, so I'll create something for that, assuming we're going to pass the inspection after.
We'll pass the inspection.
Well, right, we're gonna assume, and that we'll be ready to go on August first,
Yeah.
because Genesis can install the
What's the
software,
August
August first.
1st?
August first with
What
the
time?
squirt gun.
And that's a back to school
What
party
time would
park.
Back to school, end of summer. Oh, that's what she's calling her
It's the end of the summer.
end of summer community bash. So how about party in the park, back to school party in the park? Like,
Depending on what time of day we do, we could just turn it into just play the movie that night and get it pretty dark.
You're gonna wait until 9 o'clock or 9:30.
Yeah, it's gonna be 9:30 before it gets started for a movie.
yeah, what we could do, I mean, if we're already gonna be committed to a Saturday, we could say come back for a movie that evening.
Go home and clean up and come back.
I'm okay with that. The concession stand's already gonna be open and stocked. We're already gonna not be on the boat that day.
Yeah.
I'm game, as long as everyone else is. We've done it before, it's a long day.
Yeah.
Because we've done it, well, we started at breakfast, and
How do you feel about
at
that?
breakfast, lunch, and then into dinner.
Are you on Facebook?
No, I'm putting it on the calendar, August 1st.
If we have a phone party with the kids or water party sometime in the middle of the day and then say, come back that evening for a movie when it gets dark. It's a long day, but there'll be a big day break in between, but the concession stand's already open, it's already stocked. We're already giving up our Saturday
Well, why not kind of have them back to back? Have them-
because it won't get dark until 9:30.
And they will be there till 11 o'clock at night.
That would only work if we started the back of the party at like 6.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be better,
Break it up.
yeah, what time do you think we should, do you wanna do it like,
Probably part of the day is like 4 o'clock, if you did like 3 to 5 or something for the foam and the squirt guns, or 3 to 6. Wow, that will actually entertain them.
There's,
How long do those foam Furbies last?
They usually online, they advertise them in 2-hour blocks, and
For
they've
2
got.
hours?
Well, because you have to pay in 2 hours once.
Right, so I just figured that was, but is that good for people on a Saturday to do it late in the day? That would probably be better, because then they would have their whole day, and then.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like thinking maybe start it at 6 and then go into the. And so that would just be, the movie would be an activity off to the side as it got darker.
I don't know, I kinda almost like the 3 to 5, and then go home, eat your dinner, get cleaned up, and come back when it's
Come
dark.
back to it, come back in your PJs. Go home and go home to yourself and come back in your PJs.
I watch a movie in the dark. I like 3 to 5,
Then we have to find a movie that's
yeah.
fun and geared towards. I know what I would want to choose.
Jaws.
Sandlot.
I was thinking Grease.
no,
Grease too.
no.
That's cool.
No.
Because
Grease 2 has a totally, are we gonna do the?
Grease 2 sucks, but.
Reproduction. Shut up, Scott.
No.
Move on.
They did have Michelle Pfeiffer.
It did, it's a horrible movie.
Stop taking up the minutes.
Okay, so movie night, we need to think of a movie, and we need to do it quickly. So movie night, at what time you start at 9:30, is that what?
It has to be dark.
Right,
So have everybody getting there at 8:30, getting settled in with your blanket, your pillows, getting your snacks, maybe start at 9?
Yeah, I mean.
movie night, what's the
look and see
movie
what
night?
time it gets
Dark.
in that day.
Sunset on.
Not sunset, it's gonna be
What time
dark,
is-
or you can't see the screen.
Does it get dark?
We even have to
August
turn off the.
It's,
parking
you
lot
need
lights.
dusk.
Oh,
I can't check the weather.
The dusk.
Well, I figured we want them getting there,
What time is
A little bit,
sunset on
they
August
get
1st?
restless if they're there too.
because they'll have to, I don't even have service in here.
It's usually about a half hour we,
Hey, Siri.
concession stand before.
What time is sunset on August the 1st?
I can't check the weather that far out.
What time is sunset tonight?
sunset's not the weather. What the hell's that thing over?
Okay, sunset is at 9:18 tonight, and sunset's 2 minutes earlier every day is what it is, I think. Or it says a minute earlier and sunrise is a minute later.
Oh,
So if you assume it says a minute earlier every day,
So
how many days until August 1st? 25 days. So let's assume sunsets at 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
On August the 1st. It's sets, it's not gonna be dark at 9 o'clock, but it sets at 9, so it's gonna be dark at 9:30.
Yeah.
So let's just say,
9 o'clock.
movie at dark,
Concession.
approximate, concessions open at 9, movie approximately 9:30 or something like that.
yeah.
And we'll just call it 2007.
Yeah, how about that? I like that. Concessions and music at 9. Concessions and music, movie. 9:30, okay, so we need to think of a good back to school movie. Think of that in the next couple of days, and let's talk online.
And Ben's thinking then on August 1st, 2026, the sun will set at approximately 9:20 PM.
9:20 tonight, come home.
Are we thinking something G-rated?
PG
I was
said.
gonna say, we've done PG and PG-LG before. We just avoid anything over PG-13. We need to have an adult. So, yeah. Not adult, maybe, but, you know.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
No,
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I took our episode to see that and I fell asleep in the theater. It was horrible.
It pops up as a back-to-school movie.
But he's 27, I don't know if that would go with today's kids.
And it wouldn't necessarily have to be a back-to-school movie.
No,
Right.
27.
Some of them are more likely to, you know, if it's something that's fairly new. So, I mean, it'd be cool if it was about back to school, but it wouldn't really
We
happen.
can't do South Park, the movie?
Might be.
Okay, so everyone on your thinking caps as far as movies.
Okay, let's decide what's today, Tuesday, let's decide by Thursday. And we need access to the freezer like before August 1st. And I put all of the projector, all of the movie stuff, I put in one token.
Okay, cool.
Except for like the tripod and stuff, and I put that on top of that token.
Really?
Yeah.
You all tops, stop talking?
Yours?
So moving, I moved on. So Andrew will take a look at the freezer when he does the water heater. So there may be additional,
He said he would just take a look and give us a quote on,
The new freezer?
yeah, getting a receptacle so that we can plug that in and actually use it. And that way we get rid of that.
because it requires a special plug.
And we need to get that other freezer out there in most
Yes. Pressure wash it, will, no, the brown one, the one that Firehouse gave us.
No, I already pressure washed the refrigerator.
It needs to go, and we could,
Oh, girl, it's sparkling.
we could put it down out front and just put on chatter to the strappers and some of them don't play.
Okay, that's it for new business. Or is there any other new business?
I've got one, so I just messaged them back, and you guys told me it was a mile. So as soon as I hear back from this rubber wave guy, again, I will let you know.
Okay.
But in the meantime, if anybody knows any other, like, just in case this is not going to work at all for that grant, if people have other ideas of what to do with that, because it's gotta be on something recycled.
Something recyclable.
Well, we can always do recycling around, rake out the area under the play set and put down that stuff, the rubber instead.
That rubber on playgrounds it blows everywhere.
Yeah.
It's
It'll
not
be
like,
all-
It's not milled and.
Oh, are you talking about the solid or the loose?
I thought she was talking about the stuff that they, when they put it down, they roll it and it becomes compacted.
That's what I was talking about
that's what she's talking about, like the
for the
trail.
trail.
Yeah, we could use the same thing on the playground.
Oh, playground, okay. I just don't know if ours, I would hope ours is a big enough project for them. I mean, I know it's a tiny little trail,
And you
but
don't know how expensive that stuff is, so that's the.
I reached out to a couple places and they never got back to me.
really.
Yeah.
So this guy got back with me once. I replied, told him I was gonna find out the length of the trail. He never replied to me. I just replied to him again now and I know the length, so we'll
I wonder
see.
if it's the same one.
Is it rubber waves?
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
So you probably need the width too, if that's not.
I figured about 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
That makes
width.
sense.
Lee, they're saying, the best time to set an outdoor movie in Advance, Indiana on August the 1st, is between 9:35 PM and 9:50. 8:30 guest arrival, 9:20 sunset, 9:35 pre-show, and 9:50 feature presentation.
Jeez.
So that would be 11 o'clock before you get everybody out of there.
Oh, we've done it before.
We've done it outside once before, and we had probably 15 or 20 people there.
I feel like when we've come, and I feel like it was more than 15 or 20 people.
Yeah.
Don't
We've
you?
had 40 some there before, and we've had 8.
We brought our friend's 3 kids, and, I feel like when we were there, I feel like there was at least 30 people there.
Mhm.
Close to it. I mean,
Do you remember what the movie was? Was
It was a cartoon elephant.
Elephant. That was the very first movie we did.
Was it really?
Yeah, Magician's Elephant.
And you gotta make sure you bring heavy duty bug spray, because the bug spray is a lot. Okay,
It's such a good.
It was cute.
so the Rubberway guy, that's the new, the new business is the Rubberway guy, getting a quote and footage.
Yeah, I also looked into you know, recycled plastic for benches and picnic tables, and I feel like maybe the picnic tables, I don't feel like we need any of the benches, because we got all those from the
Yeah.
Withams and all that. Our picnic tables maybe.
Well, the Withams are all coming out.
Coming out.
Yeah, those metal ones that they were talking about, I thought we were taking those out.
No, we're not taking those down. If they
There's
sit with them
some-
on the back and screws, and it's a plate, we can take the with them plate off.
Why are they coming out?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they were talking about originally because they were rusted and, that one girl got hurt on one.
Oh, I
No,
didn't-
that's not the benches. That's the
That was the
exercise
with them.
equipment.
Exercise equipment.
And we reached out to see if they still have that program, if they could do some upgrades, and they said, no, we no longer have that program. And so we were like, okay, well, then we don't really need to really keep the name splattered all over the card, if they're not gonna do upkeep or replace them. So, like the big sign, that needs to come down, it's wobbly anyway, and honestly, it needs to just go.
Okay, well, let's change things. I just have looked at recycled things. Once again, the charity we used to work at, there was a young girl, one of her projects was to collect as many plastic bags, like grocery sacks as she could, and I had everyone I knew collecting them. And she turned them into some company and they compressed them and made a bench.
Yeah,
It took,
they do that with the Bobcats too.
it
Once
takes more than you would think.
Yes.
But I just thought we had all these wonderful benches, so that wasn't really something we needed, that we could
I
use.
had spotted, and I looked at, after our last meeting when we talked about that stuff, with the grant. At one point, when I was looking at stuff, it's been like 2 years ago, one of the companies had a water fountain that was made out of recycled material. And so you could drink out of a tube, and you could fill a water bottle, and the bottom part had
Dogs,
a dog.
where did the water, how would you bring water to them? I mean,
From the water line, it would have to be up by the concession stand, but there's water. lines.
yeah, that's pretty cool. But
Because
we don't have
I
any,
really use.
all of our picnic tables are pretty rough, but,
Yeah, that would be nice if we could get a couple of picnic tables done with those recycled
and it is
material.
kind of a shame that all of our picnic tables are stuffed under the shelter, but I get that way no one has to move them to mow. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, we have a couple that are
by the.
They've had birthday parties there and a wedding party there so far this year.
Oh, have they really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we've had 2 events at the park this year that made a little bit of money.
Oh, well, that's cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we charge like, what is it, $50 and then they, $100 and they get
It's
$50 back.
$75, and they get 25 of the pack if it's clean.
Was there one, was that the wedding I just saw, was there a sign for it?
Yes.
So we need to go ahead
Well,
and.
no, the sign out here like last week, no, that was done away.
Okay, good, because we just emptied the trash.
No,
That was the problem, that was Hopper's way.
Okay,
we hope that the trash is empty at the park
It
because
is,
the
they
people
finally
who
did, they finally did.
no, we went and emptied the trash cans because they hadn't been emptied and we waited till they emptied the dumpster.
Yeah, that was because of the party and the.
Well, I think it was from the last RC event and they were full of those.
Jonas says it's time to close the meeting.
One thing I do, when we have a really nice, made out of recycled stuff, trash cans over, but for some reason they swap them out at some point before we even moved here. But it's over there by the dumpster, the square one, that matches the one by our, going to the, and it's like,
Why is that like
I
that?
have no clue, and I don't think about it, when we're gonna be, to say, oh.
We just
swap
had that-
those out for the
Put
other
that
one
down
over
as
there.
put that down as an action.
We just
item.
had the
Let's-
two little
let's
cart
move
over
that.
there, what do you want?
Up there where the ugly blue one is.
The only bad thing about that is rain goes right in there. Because when we emptied the trash,
It was full of water.
it's not, it wasn't full because they had an RC event, it was full of trash.
Yeah,
But there's nothing to keep
it's
the
just a
rain,
hole.
there's
Yeah.
nothing to keep the rain out of there.
But we're gonna have that wherever we put that.
Right, that's what I'm saying, that's the only bad thing about that. We
They
did,
just look better than that.
They
the
do.
Trash can.
They-
Jonas did swap out the lids, the one in front of the men's room, the swinging lid, it was so dented and messed up that it wouldn't, anyway, he swapped it out with one over behind the garage, it wasn't all dented and messed up, so I don't even know why it was that way, but.
Okay. Silence.
Any other news?
So we're gonna buy a phone thing?
Can't talk about
We
that.
can, oh,
Yeah.
that's for the, okay.
No one has requested to speak. Can I have a motion to close the meeting, please?
Motion to close.
Unless you want to keep talking.
Motion to close, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion closed. Meeting is agended at 15:52.
We don't have that other thing we're not allowed to talk about, we don't have that scheduled, do we?
No.
Hang on a second. Let's get
I didn't say it out loud.
Officially close it up.
let's get off of public time.
Laptop. Okay.
We don't talk about green, no, no, no.
Did you get your lower unit fixed?
I did, yes.